Dr. Bose and respected Professor Ajit. Both are veterans in their own field in every possible way. I may be much junior to all of you who are sitting in this panel, and but it's a pleasure to share in the company of all of such veterans. This is a topic which is very close to my heart. Maybe I don't know why we are even discussing this topic as is the government has already hijacked this. Hijacking is the wrong word. In my opinion, the government has already hijacked the Hindu temples. We say we are a 5,000 or a 6,000 or a 7,000 years of old civilization. We say that India is not just India, it is Bharat, which has got a history which is not been recorded, unrecorded, which has got every kind of an epics, which will be talking about the life, death, moksha, everything related to life in such a sincere way and given one by one, generation to generation. That is the kind of a culture which we belong to. And I feel being a Hindu, being I'm I, if I'm being a Hindu is not a privilege in a country like India. That is the apathy of the reason why we all have to discuss that is the temples have been hijacked by the government or not. Why almost 80-85 crore Hindus in this country is not in a state to control their own belief system or their institutional base of a religion that is called as temples. I seriously don't understand even the very fundamental question that why the Hindus can't manage their own belief system and their temples, wherein the others, whether it is an Islam, whether it is a churches, can be managed by the respective Christians and Muslims. Is the Hindus in this country do not even have that much of a capability to handle their own belief system? Is the temples in this country is all being created after the Mughals have come to India? Is the temples in this whole country is been created after the Britishers have come to India? Is the temples in this country, all the 2 million or 3 million temples in this country is been created after the government, the Jawaharlal Nehru became the prime minister of this country? No. Most of the temples in the south of India, whether it is in Tamil Nadu or in Kerala, even in the Kedarnath, we don't even really know the exact, the factual record, how many years old these temples are. When my temples have been there from the last 4,000, 5,000 years, when my Ramayana and Mahabharata, when we don't even know the exact proof of when it was originated. That kind of an old civilization is Hinduism. Hindu as a religion is age old as the human civilization in this universe. And today I need to be told by the Supreme Court of India or some politicians sitting who don't even believe in any kind of religion or in God have to tell me that Hindus are incapable of handling their own place of worship that is called as temples. It's a shameful thing for every proud Hindu in this country. I'm fortunate that this is a topic. I know that in the 1960s, 1950s, as early as 1950s in Calicut, I was told that the great Kelapati has taken up this topic and even fought a lot of, there was a movement in that particular time. I'm very fortunate with the fact that this topic now has been taken up by me and my great friend, the former CBI director, Mr. M. Nageshwar Rao. That is the same thing which has now been taken up by everybody. Even we went and presented this case with Jaggi Vasudev, the Sadguru, and etc. Now it is, we have written almost in every newspapers, big articles. The reason is only one thing. We all say that we believe in our constitution and the constitution of India is our guiding force. But when it comes to Hindu, the constitution is also having a double standard. We say that we are a secular country. But where is the secularism when it comes to practicing the Hindu dharma? Even if Hindu wanted to practice the Hindu dharma, it is not there with him. Someone else will decide the fate of his belief system. The only purpose of handling Hindu temples by the government is simple: to break the Hindu belief system completely, slowly, with a slow poisoning, demolish the entire culture of us. Now, who fund for it? Who is behind it? I am no one to discuss that particular stuff. I don't even know. But then there is definitely a conspiracy from the last thousands of years which is going on, but not anymore. I believe the Hindus of today are much more knowledgeable, they are much more powerful, they will be able to regain their belief system, their institutional base. जैसे एक हिंदी में कहावत है, अगर रीढ़ का हड्डी अगर तोड़ेगा तो बंदा खत्म हो जाता है या वो उठ नहीं सकता. अब हिंदुइज्म का और हर रिलीजन का रीढ़ का हड्डी क्या होता है? रीढ़ का हड्डी होता है सर टेम्पल्स. हर किसी चीज का घर मतलब एक इंस्टीट्यूशनल बेस होता है एक फैमिली का. In the same way, the institutional base of our religions have been temples. And Hindu temples have never been just a place of worship. Hindu temples have been the one which has created the cultural phenomena, cultural fabric, which we practice from the last so many thousands of years in this country has been given by the Hindu temples from the day one. You can find the folklores, our culture, our all kind of our writings, our dance forms, our food habits. Even there used to be a temple economy in this country. But suddenly, most of the lands and the wealth of this country used to be once upon a time belongs to the temples of this country, and today everything the government want that to be with them. Why? If it is a secular country, why not handle the same spirit? Why not the same love and affection for the Hindu temples? Why they don't have it for the churches and the gurudwaras and as well as for the mosques in this country? Why? There is a reason. Hindus have always been treated as a soft target. Hindus have always been treated in this country as a second-class citizen because उसका कोई इंस्टीट्यूशनल बेस ही नहीं है. अगर हिंदू को खत्म करना है, एक पहला तरीका यह है कि उसकी रीढ़ का हड्डी जिसको हम कहते हैं टेम्पल, उसको तोड़ दो, उसको मरोड़ दो, उसको खत्म कर दो. जब उसको खत्म करेगा तो हिंदू खत्म हो जाएगा. बट लेकिन मैं एक बात जरूर कह सकता हूं, इस देश में हिंदू को कोई भी, चाहे वो कोई भी गवर्नमेंट टेम्पल्स लेने से या उनकी हिंदू टेम्पल्स की जो जितना भी वेल्थ है उसको अपनाने से हिंदू और हिंदू संस्कृति खत्म नहीं हो सकता. There is a conspiracy continuously which has been running in this in the name of secularism, and the secularism in India needs to be only practiced by one community, that is called as Hindus. Imagine a religion which has even given birth to multiple other religion, only religion which has given multiple birth to multiple religions like Sikhism, like Jainism, like Buddhism. It has all derived out of Hinduism, but still the Hindu in this country needs to discuss in 2021 on a webinar or a TV channel. We have to debate the very fact that we need to have our temples back. What is the importance of a temple for a Hindu? Is it only just for praying? Is it only just to practice his religious practices? No, because temples have been a part of our culture. It was not just a part of our spirituality, but it was much beyond that for Indians. I feel ashamed when people keep telling that Hindus will not be able to handle their spiritual places, so the government needs to come in place. Why can't we handle our temples? I don't understand. Is Hindus in this country so incapable to handle their own places of worship? If a Muslim or if a Christian can manage their own their own religious places, can't a Hindu manage it? I believe this conspiracy needs to end. Next time onwards, I request Mr. Goyal to change the topic. The Hindu temples have already been hijacked. Not from today. If I am sitting in Delhi, imagine in Delhi, which is considered as more than 5,000, it's just 100 kilometers from here, is the Lord Krishna was born in the place Mathura. This is supposed to be the Indraprastha, where the Pandavas ruled. This is the same place, even in the great battle, even the Maharaja Prithviraj Chauhan was also fought. But how many temples in this particular place? I live in the Delhi, which is a buried place wherein I can only see minars. I am not against it. The Hindus have been brutally attacked all the time, but not anymore. Not anymore. I think there is an awakening which is taking place. This is one of the best things to happen right now. And Hindu temples should be given to Hindus. Now, nobody, including the Supreme Court of India, nobody, including no politicians in this country, no, whether it is a communist government or a Congress government, even a BJP government, have no power to count exactly the capability of every Hindu, and nobody can question the mind and the capability of the Hindus, whether they can manage their places of worship or not. I think you have taken up this topic. It's a wonderful move. And we have, I think this may not be the right time, that both me and Mr. Rageshwar Rao put together, we have even drafted a bill, which we expect all the state governments in this country. We don't want to talk about only just Kerala, because even in the Uttarakhand, all the main places of worship, which is considered as the Devbhumi, if it is one in the down south of in Kerala, if it is called as God's own country, even in the Uttarakhand, it is called as a Devbhumi. All our Char Dhams has been taken over by the government. So I think there is a conspiracy, irrespective of which government is in power. They all wanted to have a pie of the wealth of Hindu temples. But I am challenging, if any government in this country have got the guts, do the same application. If you say that you are a secular government, show the power to take over the religious places of other religions too in the same spirit. If not, you are not only just a secular, you are demeaning the belief system of Hindus. You are demeaning every proud Hindu of this country. I think the time has come to call every Hindu to awaken and tell each government that not anymore. We are capable of managing our institutional base, which is called as temples. We know how to manage the religious activities of our temple. We do not require any government to manage it. If we fail, there are constitutional framework which is written in this thing, then the government can come in just like any other religion. We don't want any special privilege in this country, but we need to have equality as a religion. We don't want anything special, but equality.
Mr. Goyal, you very
Thank
well
you so
said
much.
that. I'm
Okay.
of the same opinion that there should not be any of such kind of an interference from any place. Even Supreme Court have nothing to do with my religion and my religious practices. He has got a constitution. I have my belief system. So I'm with you on that. But in the meantime, with regard to the Ram Janmabhoomi, this thing, it is a new supreme with its age-old fight. Now we coming into a conclusion. Let the mandir be made. Let me tell you one thing. Government is not making the Ram Mandir. The Ram Mandir is made by the Ram Bhakts across the country. You have seen that in 1 month, 2,500 crore rupees have been accumulated, and a great Ram Mandir. The government is not even designing the Ram Mandir. Maybe it is just a matter of time that will also come out. But having said that, I just want a quick 1 minute. The whole idea is that because there is a kind of many people in many forums are discussing that well, Hindus are very divided. Will they be able to manage it? My only one question is that is India or is Bharat is made after the Mughals came to India? Have they discovered India? Is the Britishers have discovered India? Is the most of the temples, I mean, most of us, I mean, at least me and Anand Bose and three of us, we are all from Kerala. We have temples as old as 5,000 years, or none of us know what is the real history and the ages of these temples. How have these temples have been sustained over the last 2,000, 3,000 years? Nobody knows. Who was the manager? Who was the president? Who was the secretary? Why are you just questioning the ability of Hindus in this country? Why are you, when you say this, you are questioning yourself, Mr. Goyal. When you are asking this, you are questioning Mr. Bose. You are questioning my ability. You are questioning the ability of 85 or 100 crore Hindus across the world. आई थिंक ये 100 करोड़ में ये 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 लोग नहीं मिलेगा हर मंदिर को संभालने के लिए, या हजारों लोग नहीं मिलेगा. तो क्या ये हिंदू का जो टेम्पल आज क्या है, पिनराई विजयन का या नरेंद्र मोदी का गवर्नमेंट ने पैसा देके चल रहा है? उधर दिया कैसे जलता है? हिंदू पैसा देता है, और ना कि कोई गवर्नमेंट नहीं पैसा देता उधर दिया जलाने के लिए. उधर पंडित को कोई पैसा नहीं देता.